Academy. Dream it, learn it, live it, that's where you want to be.
Today we want to look at posting to ledger. In the previous class we did journal entries. So now the journal entries have been prepared. The next step is to post to ledger. As we said when we beginning our classes, we said for each and everything that we do, we prepare a separate account for that. So now this is the account that we want to prepare. But in order for us to just have just do a recap of what we did when we did our journal entries, we are going to work with these three transactions that we have here. We start by from identifying, naming the accounts that are affected, classifying, applying the golden rule so that we'll be able to pass our journal entries here. Then from the journal entries we do the posting to ledger, which is our topic for today. So let's start. So you can see the first transaction that we have, it happened on the 1st of January. We bought a motor vehicle using bank for 10,000. So the two accounts that are affected here is our motor vehicles account and our bank account. And if we look at both these two accounts, motor vehicle is an asset, bank is an asset again. So both they fall under real account. So we're going to be applying the golden rule for real accounts for these two transactions. So the golden rule says debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So what is coming in here? The motor vehicle is coming in. So we are going to debit. We'll start with our date. We debit the motor vehicle account, and the amount is 10,000. And we are going to credit our bank account. Bank account is going to be credited and the same amount. I'm not going to put narrations because of the space. Let's go to the second transaction. The date is 2 January. So write our date here. And the transaction is that we sold goods on credit to John. So the first account that we have is John account. And the second account, we said when we are selling goods, the affected account will be what? Sales account. The affected account will be sales account. So these are the two accounts affected, sales account and John account. Now, second step, we have to classify. Sales account is income, so it goes under nominal account. John account, name of a person, goes under personal accounts. So we up here, nominal accounts, we are going to apply the golden rule for nominal accounts. What does it say? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. This is an income, so sales account is going to be credited. Then personal account, what does it say? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So in this case, John is the one who's receiving. If you are selling, John is the one who's receiving the goods that we are selling. So debit the receiver, John is the receiver. We are going to debit John. So I'm putting the journal entry here. John account debited, amount is 500. Credited amount is sales account. Sales account, credit amount is 500. Done. And we go to the third transaction. John, 3 January, that's the date, January 3rd, that's the date of the transaction. And what happened? We received money from John through bank. John paid us. John paid us through bank. So the two accounts affected, John account and bank account. Those are the two accounts affected. And this one, name of a person, it goes under personal accounts. Bank is an asset, it goes under real accounts. So here we are going to apply the golden rule for personal accounts. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Now John is the giver. John is the giver now. Mean to say you are going to credit John. Bank account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Real account, golden rule. So now we are receiving the money, so the bank is coming into the business. So we are going to debit bank account. Bank account, debit, credit John account. Amount is what? 500. So done with the journal entries. If you've forgotten the classification and naming the accounts classification and applying the golden rules, you can just go back and watch that video again and or read the notes that we've provided. All right, so now everything has been done. We have passed the journal entries. The next step now is to post to Ledger. So when you are posting to Ledger, we are taking the information from the journal entries that we've made. So we now want to create all these accounts that we have just been naming: motor vehicle account, bank account. We now want to make these accounts. So the first account that we need to make is what? This one, the motor vehicles account. That is the first account that we want to make. This one, motor vehicles account. So now that account, that is the one we are calling the ledger. That is the one that we are calling the ledger. So the other name is that making of our ledger, preparing ledgers. So for that we need 6 columns. 6 columns we need. So because of my space, they're going to be a bit smaller, but I'm sure we'll be able to see here. So you can see, then you can divide this. You can put 2 small lines in between like this. So we now have something like a T account. So this ledger account, the other name is what? It's T account. You can actually, is forming a T there. So this is our debit side, this is our credit side. So on the debit side, we need 3 columns. So I'm going to divide into 3. First column, then second and third column. And we do the same on our credit side. First column, second and third column, like this. All right. So the name of the account, this is the name of the account, motor vehicles account. So maybe I think let's use another color here so that it does not mix. You can write the name on top of the account, motor vehicle account, like this. Like this, motor vehicle account. Now the columns. The first one is our date column. The second one is our details column. And the last one is the amount column. The amount will come here. So we just say amount. So the same sequence of columns will be again on our credit side. We start with our date column, then our details column, then last is our amount column, like this. All right, so now we want to start posting. Since this is a motor vehicles account, we are going to come here and check which side did we record motor vehicles account. You can actually see the motor vehicles account has been recorded on the debit side. So this amount you are going to put on the debit side, as it is 10,000. The date we are going to put again on the debit side. Now the details, we are just going to take the opposite account, bank. So we need to say here we're going to put bank. We are done. That's posting. We have posted. So first we have to draw the format of your ledger. 6 columns we need. So now if you are using your book, make sure it's covering the whole book, not squashed on the corner. Your ledger is covering the whole book, and you are going to have divide into 2. You're going to have the debit side and the credit side. On the debit side, you need 3 columns. On the credit side, 3 columns. They must be of the same size, of course. The first column is your date. Second column is your details. Third column is your amount. Same applies on the credit side. Date, first column, details, second column, amount, third column, like that. And you are just going to be preparing these ledgers as you go. So now you have prepared the motor vehicles account. We are done. We're going to do the second ledger, the bank account. So just put bank account. You post bank account is recorded on the credit side. So meaning to say the first entry in your bank account is going to be on the credit side, 10,000, like this. Okay? Yes. A third account you are going to make same format. Only what's going to change is the name only. You're going to have John account. Done with John account, you go to sales account. But now bank account, you can see we have another bank account here. But because we've already prepared a bank account here, we're not going to prepare another bank account because we already have it. The business can, you are using the same bank account. That's where your money is going to come in, making payments from the same bank account. Same applies if maybe on the 4th of January we bought another motor vehicle. We're not going to create another motor vehicles account. We are going to use the same. All the motor vehicles will come in the same account. Same applies. All the transactions that are affecting bank will go in the same bank account. So that's how we post to ledger. Nothing to calculate. You are just posting from your journal entries. You are posting to your ledger. Make sure you are not skipping any transaction. So the best way to do it, you can be ticking as you go. Done with the motor vehicle, you tick like that. All the transactions that all the entries that you have made, the account for, just tick so that you can double check if you haven't missed any. So that's how we post to ledger.